Are you feeling stressed out, like everything is going wrong and hope is fading? What if I told you that you have the power to get through even the worst times? There is timeless wisdom from Miyamoto Musashi in this video. We will show you how to find strength when everything seems hopeless. Step 1. Accept that it's okay to feel broken. Things that happen in life, like the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or failing at something, can make us feel broken. To get stronger, you need to understand that it's okay to feel broken. The famous samurai and strategist Miyamoto Musashi knew how important it was to accept things as they were and accepted his problems. Musashi says in the Book of Five Rings that the only way to really be a master is to learn to accept loss, and that there are many ways to get to the top of the mountain. It may feel like the world is closing in on you when you're broken, but accepting things as they are doesn't mean you have to give up or give up hope. It means being aware of your hurt, pain, and sadness without judging them. It means understanding that these feelings are a part of your experience and do not define who you are or what you will do in the future. Letting yourself feel broken frees you from having to act like everything is fine, which gives your body and mind the chance to heal. Musashi deals with hard times by remembering that everything, even pain and suffering, is short-lived. Recognizing that you are broken helps you understand that you are not forever damaged but are in a state of change that allows you to heal and grow. Remember that even strong people have been weak at times, and that admitting your weakness helps you heal piece by piece. Step 2. Look inward, not outward. When things look hopeless, looking inside yourself can show you power you didn't know you had. Musashi pushed people to be independent and think about themselves. He said, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world." Situations outside of our power are hard to change, but how we react inside is something we can control. Musashi's theory says that we can become stronger and clearer by focusing on ourselves. Self-reflection helps us figure out what drives us and what scares us. By looking at our feelings and thoughts, we can find trends that get in the way of our progress and come up with ways to get around them. The way Musashi talks about inner strength makes us remember that real power comes from inside. By focusing on ourselves, we can find the strength to face problems in the outside world with confidence and drive. Step 3. Anchor yourself in the present moment. When your feelings are too strong and you don't see a way out, the present moment can help you stay grounded. In his famous work, Miyamoto Musashi wrote about how important it is to be fully present in every moment, no matter what else is going on around you. His ideas about being mindful and focusing can help you a lot when you feel lost or cut off from your power. Your spiritual bearing must not be any different from normal when you are in strategy, Musashi wrote. You should be driven but calm in battle and in everyday life. This teaches us that no matter what is going on around us, our inner state should stay calm and clear. It's easy to let your thoughts wander when things don't seem to be under control. You might think about mistakes you've made in the past or be afraid of what the future holds. But this makes the despair even worse. Focusing on the present is important because it's the only time you have real power over. Putting your attention on the present moment can help you break out of a bad thought cycle. Remember that being present doesn't mean ignoring your pain or problems. Instead, it lets you focus on what you can do right now to move forward. Mindfulness practices, like focusing on your surroundings or taking deep breaths, can help you get back in touch with the moment. Pay attention to what's going on around you, like the sound of your breath, the feel of the ground under your feet, or the clarity that comes from taking a moment to think. To calm your thoughts, block out the noise, and connect with your own power, do this. Keeping your attention on the present gives you the clarity and strength you need to get through even the hardest times. Step 4. Find power in letting go. Giving up is not a sign of weakness. It is a very strong thing to do. Miyamoto Musashi's theory stresses how important it is to let go of things that don't serve us anymore. Musashi shows us in his works, especially in that real mastery comes from being able to let go of attachments and distractions that aren't necessary. We can become the person we were meant to be when we let go. Keeping grudges, failures, or even unrealistic demands from the past can be very hard on the soul. Holding on to things we can't change only makes our pain last longer when everything seems lost. Musashi knew that progress and growth come from being free to move on without being held back by mistakes or the need to be in charge of everything in life. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means letting go of the feelings that hold you back from moving on with your life. Knowing that you can't change what has already happened is important. However, you can choose how to react to it. You can enjoy life as it is without any struggle when you let go of the need for things to be different. This doesn't mean giving up or giving in. It means focusing your energy on the things you can change and shape right now. Musashi would tell you to let go of fear, sorrow, and anger when bad things happen. Instead, think about what's coming next. This release of thoughts and feelings is very strong. It makes room in your mind and heart for new possibilities, chances, and the strength to get back up. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means getting in tune with life as it happens and believing that the way forward will become clear when you stop fighting it. Step 5. Channel your pain into purpose. Pain is one of the hardest things that can happen in life, but it can also be a strong force for growth and change. In his Fights and Personal Problems, Miyamoto Musashi showed how to use hardship to become stronger. He knew that every problem could be turned into a thing that helped people grow. You can only fight the way you practice, Musashi once said. This means that the problems we face help us grow as people and improve our skills. In pain, it can feel like it takes over our whole being. Things like our worth, our future, and even the point of going on can be called into question. The lessons of Musashi, on the other hand, say that this pain doesn't have to define us. It can be used to get to something better. When bad things happen, we don't have to let them beat us. Instead, we can use them to fuel something that moves us forward. Changing your point of view is the first step in turning pain into meaning. You shouldn't see your pain as a problem. Instead, you should see it as a lesson and a chance to get better. This change in thinking takes time, but it's what you need to do to find value in even the worst times. Using our pain to do something useful, like writing, making art, helping others, or learning new skills, helps us take back control of our lives. This way of thinking was shown by Musashi's life. Not only was every battle and task a fight to stay alive, but it was also a chance to improve his skills, find a higher purpose in his journey, and make his plans even better. Turning your pain into something useful turns it into a source of power that helps you grow, heal, and eventually achieve success. Step 6. Remember, even the strong fall. Nobody is safe from failures in life. We all have times when we fail and feel hopeless, even the best of us. When you fail, you learn important lessons that will help you move forward. This can be hard to accept at times. The great fighter Miyamoto Musashi knew this very well. He had to deal with a lot of problems on the battlefield and in real life, but he kept going. His knowledge shows us that being strong isn't about never failing, but about how we handle ourselves when we do. It was Musashi who said, "Resilience is not about never falling. It is about always rising again." This way of thinking is a key part of sticking with something. Remember that failure is not a sign of weakness when you trip or things don't go as planned. Failure is a sign that you are pushing yourself and growing. When you fall, you have a chance to get back up stronger and smarter than before. The most successful people in history have all failed at some point, whether they were in business, sports, or personal growth. What makes them unique is that they can learn from these problems and keep going. Musashi had lost many times before. He lost things, faced problems, and had failures in his life, but he never let these things define who he was. Instead, he used them to get better at what he did and learn more about it. Remember that even the best people have had hard times when you feel like giving up. One thing that makes someone strong is not never failing, but being able to get back up and keep going. Do not give up when the odds are against you. That is what gives you power. Every fall is a chance to get back up, improve your strategy, and become stronger. When you're feeling down, tell yourself that it doesn't matter how hard you fall. What matters is how determined you are to get back up. Step 7. Whisper to yourself, "Not yet." Sometimes it can be hard to keep your mind on the future when everything seems too big and hopeless. Saying, "not yet," can help you stay grounded. It's a simple saying, but it means that you will wait, keep going, and have hope. You know that your current problem is only temporary when you whisper, "not yet," to yourself. Your journey is far from over. As a master of self-discipline and endurance, Miyamoto Musashi lives by the idea that things should always get better and grow. He knew that getting good at something takes time and work, and that it often takes a lot of practice and learning. Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road, Musashi said one time. This quote shows how important it is to keep going even when things get hard. We learn that every step we take gets us closer to our goal, even if we're not quite where we want to be yet. It's not a sign of failure to say, "Not yet." It's a promise to keep going. This simple phrase will help you remember that failures are a normal part of growth, even when things seem impossible. You can still reach your goal, even if you haven't done it yet. It serves as a reminder that every problem you face is a chance to learn, change, and get better. In Musashi's own life, he fought both physical and mental fights where the odds were against him. He never let a short-term loss change his plans. Instead, he saw each setback as a chance to get better, keep his mind sharp, and get ready for the next task. When things went wrong, Musashi would have told himself, "Not yet," because he knew that the hard times were not what made his journey unique, but his resolve to keep going. Having this way of thinking can make a huge difference in your life. When you want to give up or when things look hopeless, remember to tell yourself, "Not yet." This small change in how you think about things will help you accept the process, believe that your growth will happen at the right time, and give you the strength to keep going.